Hello guys, it is Thursday around almost noon right now. My gorgeous client, she's so cute. She's here for it. She's gonna give us conversations in the chair today. I'm so excited for this. I always wanted to do this, and it's gonna happen today. Conversations. Yay. Girls talk. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in the salon. I turned the music off. No one is here, so I'm stealing a quick moment of starting over. I am literally ecstatic for this new chapter because starting over is never easy. It always feels uncomfortable, and you don't know, we don't have the what ifs, and then it's also financially stressful. 1, 2, you don't really know the personalities that you're gonna meet. 3 and 4, it's a little uncomfortable, meaning do I not fit in? What boundaries, what are not my boundaries, and all of that. But I am here because I just wanted to encourage you that if you don't do it, the time's gonna pass anyway, and you're gonna always have the what ifs. You just have to prepare yourself for all things, meaning that no expectations, going with an open mind, going with good energy, going with positivity, meaning that it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna have a great client. I'm gonna let her know who I am, and you set the pace and the expectations for the day. So today I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to do my client to the best of my ability. She's gonna look fabulous. And those are my affirmations, in the sense that whatever you put out is what you get back. And I'm looking forward to this whole new starting over journey. My next video I'm gonna do is all the things I wish I had known, or all the things I have learned with my relocation to Houston from New York. I'm gonna talk about that and what it's been like. Also the financial part of it, which is the huge part. It's so much. I don't care what business you get into. As an entrepreneur, you're always going to need startup costs. You're always going to need marketing costs. You're always going to have a budget for all of the entrepreneurial journey. And if you have no money to do this, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. I can't tell you, everything I'm doing it with caution, and of course making sure that I do it consistently so it's effective too, because we could always start something and never follow through. You could start the YouTube, you could start the Instagram, the TikTok, but if you're not posting consistently, if you're not putting it out there, then it's not going to work. You could get the business cards. If you're not giving it out, it doesn't work. You could do the coupons, you could do all things, but if you're not going to continually do it, it's going to be ineffective. So I'm excited because this will be I think my 4th vlog, and yeah, looking forward to it. So thank you for your support. Please subscribe, comment. I'm not gonna beg, but I'm gonna ask nicely, okay? Feel free to ask me any questions as well. I'm here for it. I love to have conversations. And if you give me rowdy, my love gonna make you shout it, shout it. We are back. So I told you guys we're gonna have conversations in the chair. So while I'm cutting her hair, getting her ready, you guys watch me work, but then listen to the conversation. So we're gonna talk about what it's like dating in Houston. Being that I don't know, I want to hear from a single, pretty Houstonian girl, because she's gonna give me the facts. So we want to know what the man is like. We want to know their habits. We want to know, because you're well traveled too. In comparison to other places you've been, how do you feel about dating in Houston?
Okay. Well, dating in Houston, well, let me start by saying I have been single for about 5 years. And I've done a little bit of dating, not too much long distance, primarily here in Houston, and I've been open as well. Let's put that in the clear too, because like I tried different things. I don't want to just
different race.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
But, you know, some things I might be like, okay, let me try this. For example, like going on a dating app, right? Like meeting somebody that I don't know through somebody.
Okay.
I've tried that as well. So, that was an experience. that was an interesting.
How long did you stay in the app for?
Not long. Literally probably maybe 2 months or less.
How many dates?
We probably went on about 3 to 4 dates.
Okay. One guy or several? One guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one guy. And it started off okay, you know, until I tried to dive a little bit deeper into I don't want to say below the surface level, but, you know, just things that you would want to know if you plan on being with somebody for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Such as the future, longevity, finances, goals, to see family, yeah, those things to see if they align with what I'm looking for.
Okay.
In doing that, there were some things that I just felt like he just wasn't answering the questions in a way that I felt I would have been secure with.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
So here's the thing. He relocated from LA and he decided, I guess, to like sell his car or something, or get rid of his car
When he got here?
Yeah,
But you need a car here.
Right, because he worked for a company that gave him a work car.
Okay.
So he felt like, I'm gonna just have that work car.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, I get it, but I still feel like you need your own car.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was just trying to figure out the why before he told me his why, on why he sold it, the whys were just, I didn't feel like they were good enough. I feel like if you're going to sacrifice not having a vehicle, it needs to be for a good reason. It needs to be, you know, maybe you're saving, maybe, you know, you have a business, and instead of, you know, carrying that expense, maybe you're reallocating those funds towards something that is, you know, worth it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have an answer outside of, I just, you know, I'm just going to drive my work car and this money gives me, you know, I can go fly and see my mom from time to time.
Okay.
I was like,
So my question is, why you felt you had to go on a dating app? Is it because you weren't meeting the quality of men? Okay, so that's what we want to know. Houston, I guess everybody feels like every city, there are more men, there are not, you know, what the ratio is like. So what do you feel like the ratio is here?
for quality,
Yeah.
probably 1 to 10. I don't know, 1 out of 10.
Okay. So you know in Atlanta they said it's 1 to 20. In New York it's like 1 to 30. So it's 1 to 10 here. All right.
I feel like, yeah, probably 1 to 10. And
So
I
ladies,
could be wrong. I don't know. But, you know, maybe 1 to 10.
well, clearly she's beautiful and she's not finding any quality men dating. But maybe you gotta try. Did you try different cultures, races?
That I haven't tried yet.
So,
I feel,
okay.
yeah, and I'm not opposed to it. I think the main issue right now, dating, and not just even in Houston. Houston definitely, you know, they say is a city where there's a lot of beautiful women. There's a lot of options. So I think that, you know, men know that, and that's some of the reason why they don't commit. You know, they're not looking for anything, you know, not being intentional.
I will say Houston does have a lot of beautiful women.
Yeah.
Even me myself as a woman, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And I think, you know, we're known for that here.
Yeah.
So, with all the options, you know, men think they can just
play the game.
So you're not finding a lot of men that are willing to commit, willing, you know, to
quality men.
Yeah, quality men. So that's been the biggest challenge, honestly. And I don't think people really, men understand the difference between like dating and courting.
Yeah.
You know, because I know with dating, a lot of people feel like you don't have to commit, you don't have to be, you know, somewhat intentional, but if you're serious, you kind of do. You know,
I think you know what happened to the generation.
Mhm.
They're making it too easy. Girls are making it like they're okay being the second. They're
Mhm.
okay with being a side chick. They're okay with we could share
Yeah.
men. So I think that has watered down the novelty for men in certain age groups,
Yep.
and they gotten accustomed to juggling many women because they made it normal.
Easy. Yeah.
So
So when you have a high value woman who's not putting up with mid or basic,
Yeah.
it becomes even harder, right? Because
Yeah.
like you said, you have those girls that have allowed these men to get away with who knows what.
yeah,
So why would they come to you and work hard or put forth the effort? When I can just go over here and I ain't gotta do nothing.
got it.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So, ladies, there you go. Dating in Houston is no different from dating anywhere else.
No.
But I will say this, like even being a married woman and out and about, I do get a lot more men trying to talk to you as opposed to like in New York, they're not talking to you, they hollering at you kind of thing.
Yeah. They
Here,
approach you.
they approach you, they're polite.
Mhm.
And I think the ones that are probably approaching you and polite might not be your type.
Right.
So I think also too that we have we could probably be the problem. It could be a good guy out there, and
You're right.
And
You're right.
you're just choosing the bad boys.
That's it. Could be some of that too going on.
Yes, because for one, I told my friends like I've never been to church and see so many men by themselves single until I came here. So that is a difference for one for me being here in Houston. Is that a lot of single men and married men are in the church. So I don't know if the good boys are in the church and we're not looking at the good boys. We're looking at the guys out in the club, which is I think is the worst place to meet a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I could tell you going into Home Goods and Home Depot, baby, the boys are coming out. And I have to be like, oh, let me have tunnel vision.
Right.
So I really feel is what you put out is what you get
right.
in any city, anywhere. And to be continued because she is going on a date tonight.
I am.
Where is he from?
Dallas.
So she's outside of Houston.
Yes.
But here in Texas.
Yes.
And clearly he's having a hard time meeting someone in his city. So,
Yeah.
to be continued, we'll find out. So that's my tidbit for you today is what is it like dating here in Houston and our girls chat. Keitha, do you want to add anything to that? You're married girl too.
I can't add anything to that. I've been married for 28 years.
So, but aren't the guys still calling to you as much as you are outside?
Yes, for sure.
They are. So yeah, they
But
do.
you know, I
holler.
can't really take these men serious based on what my clients are saying. A lot of men, they say these men want to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
I've been hearing that like a lot. I'm like, oh, they lost their mind.
Yeah. Them thinking they're the prize has
Yes.
like became.
Yes,
A
like
thing,
they
a
want to be
thing.
like.
Yeah, they're the prize.
Oh.
They want me to pray. They want you to be the predator and like take care of them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe in teamwork. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Right.
But trying to keep
role.
a man.
Yeah.
Come on, that don't even make sense. They don't even sit right.
No.
Okay.
But I've been hearing a lot of that.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Especially these young boys. They want themselves a sugar mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Baby, no sugar mama over air.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just a trick me.
Guys, mama been in the hospital now for 2 days. So I'm going to go pick her up. My mom gives me everything that I want to prepare myself for. You want to prepare yourself for getting older financially and also emotionally, because if you don't take care of those traumas, you're going to become that person when you get older. And if you don't prepare yourself financially, you're going to be in this rut of trying to get the best health. And that's not a good thing. And the burden falls on your children. Like it falls all on me. So I'm learning that I need to prepare myself for getting older. And I need to take care of my body while I'm young. Or able to. So working out is a big plus. Healthy dieting is a big plus. And being stable emotionally and positive energy, all those things makes a difference when you get older, because you become old and miserable and no one wants to be around you. You don't want to do that to yourself. So I am going to pick her up. I am excited and also nervous in myself again. Like, what am I getting myself into? Because it's been rough. It's been rough taking care of my mom, for sure. I can't tell you that it's been pleasant. It's been rough. So here we go, guys. Here we go.
Oh, man. Yes. You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. You tell you can't have juice. Sad.
She said she's starving.
Yeah, starving. We ain't feeling nothing. This is just horrible, Matthew. Nothing. Huh.
She said, I
How
want
long have you
gum.
been here?
Can be.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Oh no, 20 yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you haven't ate anything.
Not too much.